We are just arriving in Bastrop, Texas, and I'm starting this video off. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing, hit the like button, do all the good things, you know. But this is Bastrop, Texas, the gas station in 1974 Texas Chainsaw Massacre location. And this is the cabin we stayed in. Vortex owns the rights to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so they will not permit the gas station to sell any Texas Chainsaw merchandise. So they sell other merchandise. They have great brisket and sausage. I had a combination plate, brisket and sausage. We originally booked the room for 2 nights, and then when we got there, we realized that the Texas Chainsaw house is like 2 hours away, so I got refunded my money for 1 night. But I do recommend the food. I do recommend, if you're a big fan of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1974, the original, you have to go to this location. It's just, I can't really describe it. And as you can see in this video, I'm going around the store. They sell all kind of different horror merchandise, except for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because Vortex pulled their rights card out or whatever. So that was kind of a letdown. They do have other things, like I bought a gas station hat for me and Grayson, and so that's cool. But as far as, they used to sell dirt in a vial, they don't do that anymore. It had Texas Chainsaw Massacre packaging. I think it had Ed Neal. I think there was different ones you could get, but I've seen that somewhere, but they don't do that anymore. Here's the front of the store. I do have some more footage of that. I'll get back to that in a minute. Here's the pavilion area, which I thought was cool. So you could probably have a lot of people here. The guy inside told me that people get married here. And of all people that marry you is it's Tony Moran, dressed up like Michael Myers. So, you know, yeah. So whatever that's worth. That's anyway, the pavilion area I thought was really cool. One thing, so if you want to use a restroom, you don't have a restroom in your cabin, so you got to go into this area right in that I'm showing, and that's also where you take a shower. And there's a code key that you got to punch in to get into the door. So it's like an honor system, and we'll get to the bathroom in a minute. And I also want to say, there's not regular TV in the cabins. They have DVD players. They do have a TV. I did bring my Blu-ray player just in case, and I brought Texas Chainsaw 1 and 2. But you can borrow films from inside. They have different films that they let you borrow. You can borrow as many as you want, and they don't charge you or anything. So you get to at least watch something if you're into that. But we ended up watching the first Texas Chainsaw and then called it a night. But here's the bathroom. Yeah, I mean, pretty cut and dry. I mean, it's kept up. Everything's nice and clean, and thought it was a good touch with the bloody shower curtains and everything. It's cool. But yeah. Here's some more footage of the pavilion in the back of the gas station. I'm about to show you. Grayson walking around with me, checking it out. kind of like a crazy little sign here, but whatever. It's kind of surreal being there though for me. And here's I guess where they cook all their barbecue, which I gotta say again, the barbecue, the brisket is like melt in your mouth, just falls to pieces. It's great, man. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. And everybody's friendly, great staff. I got some more shots of the front of the store coming up to this barbecue sign and just kind of getting some shots of the highway, man. Just kind of picturing back in '73 when they was filming this, like such a big fan of this film. It's in my top 3 films of all time. Yeah. Just giving you a sense of how isolated this place feels. It's just and then when you're there, so I got some time lapse shots coming up, but it's very peaceful. I mean, yeah, I can't recommend it enough. You gotta visit this place at least one time, I would say. And like I said, I got some time lapse footage. It looked kind of crazy. Um, like I said, I got some time lapse footage. So this particular shot here, I set the camera up for, I think it was like close to an hour. Like I knew the sun was fixing to be going down. And we just got through watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So, I had to go out to the front of the store in the dark, pitch dark. I mean, just to give you an idea, this is how dark it gets. I mean, it is pitch black out there besides the light of the sign. Uh, but yeah, it's truly, definitely an experience, man. Um, Pretty cool.
Sally, I hear something. Stop! Stop!
And this is me getting up before the crack of dawn. We're about to leave. We're headed out to the Texas Chainsaw House, which is in Kingsland, Texas. But overall, great experience going to the gas station, staying the night, watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, eating some barbecue, spending time with the family. It is family friendly, by the way. A lot of people would think, that's silly, but nah, for us horror fans, it's a dream come true. Um, anyway, got some last shots of the gas station. And before we head to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house, I was told to go here about 6 minutes from here is the Sugar Shack. And once you get to the Sugar Shack, It's like a candy store. I think they sell ice cream and stuff. But here's the bridge. I did a time-lapse video. Here's the bridge that's in Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2 in the scene where the two guys are prank caller or whatever. The dude gets his head cut off or gets his head cut in half. So I thought, what the hell, it's only 6 minutes away, 7 minutes away, something like that. And I wish I could have got on the actual bridge that was filmed in the film, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, but they had it blocked off. You couldn't drive. You couldn't even walk through there. There's like a big gate. But did get this footage while I was driving. Thanks to my beautiful wife. She helped me out on that one. So that's pretty cool. Now we are at the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house in Kingsland, Texas. It was moved from Round Rock, Texas, about 60 miles away from their original location. It was cut up into 7 pieces, moved 60 miles to Kingsland from Round Rock, and then rebuilt. And this is just us going around the exterior of the house. Really, like, I was taken back just walking up here. It was like, I kind of wish they would have had like the swing somewhere. That's one thing. I was like, man, where's the swing at? Where's the windmill at? Didn't see that. But it's still, I mean, it's iconic, man. The Texas Chainsaw farmhouse from the early 1900s. But it was moved, and so it's called Hooper's. There's a bar in here, which you'll see in here in a minute. But it was moved, and it's like I said, it was rebuilt close to the Antlers Inn. So like right across the street. I'm thinking you can. I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing that you can stay in the Antlers Inn, and there's Leatherface in the window. That's what I'm pointing out. Kind of creepy looking. But yeah, I had to walk around the whole exterior, and sorry for the 3-peat shot, but I had my camera the wrong angle, so I didn't want to like blow it out by trying to rotate it and have the resolution look crappy. So it is what it is, but you still can you can see everything that's going on. Definitely bucket list location for me. I was like, I can't say it enough, man. I was taken back. I was just like taking it all in as we're walking around the house. I'm just like, man, so cool. But and you can see up in this attic part or whatever, like the upstairs part, you see Grayson there. You can see like body parts and stuff. But once we get inside, it's really cool. I mean, and of course we ate here. Pretty good food. We ate breakfast here. Uh, you can see all that as well, where you can dine, and you got a bar and all that cool stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I mean, it was pretty packed, but I mean, the staff was friendly. They had plenty of people working. They stayed busy. They got our order pretty quick. Um, really wasn't crowded. I mean, there was a ton of vehicles, but I mean, they had plenty of staff to take care of everybody. And like I said, another great experience, man. This trip was pretty solid. Just we were gone 2 days, and had a blast. Coming into the bar, I mean, you got a lot of signatures from Gunnar Hansen. This pinball machine, there's a book upstairs that you can sign. Me and Grayson both signed it. So there's tons of autographs in that thing, and it's like it's almost like the pages are leather, like human flesh, I guess you'd say. And there's an iconic staircase along. I got split screen going, so there's other images. There's me acting silly in front of Leatherface, getting some pictures. Yeah, it's Hoopers. They got shirts there. That's all they sold there. They didn't sell any Texas Chainsaw Massacre merchandise either. But they did have some Hooper shirts. They had hats you can buy online. Here's the outside as well. I have the balcony. The porch, the wraparound porch. I guess you can eat out there and everything. But that's cool. Hoopers is on the glass. The great Toby Hooper. And here they're redirecting me on that far left. They're like, oh, you got to get out of here. I was headed to the kitchen. I had no idea where the hell I was going. But yeah, it was just great to go here. And we almost decided not to go here. I was like, man, we've already come 5.5 hours away to Bastrop, Texas, from Shreveport. And the Texas Chainsaw House is only another hour and 40 minutes away. So I was like, man, we'll probably never come this way again. Glad we did. Again, the food here was great as well. I have no complaints at all. I had a medium rare steak. Grayson had a pancake. My wife had biscuits and gravy. That's us right there. It's the last shot, and highly recommend making this trip. It was great, and definitely one for the record books. Had a blast. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.
Look what your brother did to that dog!
Deputies report that in some instances, only parts of a corpse had been removed.